Come on.
This is like his
that's a beaut.
Big back, big hump.
Look at that.
Look at the mouth.
Got him.
Bro, all right, hey, show that.
Oh my god. That's a nice one. Look at the hump.
Hump head.
Nice. When you're done with this tutorial and you start fishing, I want your thumb to look like this. What's up, fish gang? Welcome back to another episode of CEO Fishing. Today we're doing a beginner's guide on how to catch peacock bass down here in South Florida. So if you're just learning and you're just getting started, what you're gonna wanna do is pick up some live shiners from your local bait and tackle shop. Make sure you have your fishing rod. It doesn't have to be the best and most fancy gear in the world because that's not what it's about. It's about catching fish, right? So let's start with the essentials. You need some hooks. I like size 1 J hooks for live bait because they're light enough for the fish to swim naturally and they're big enough to still hook a nice peacock bass. If you're new at fishing and you're not too sure of when to set the hook and you don't want to gut hook the fish and you find yourself that you are actually gut hooking the fish too much, move up to a size 2 circle hook and that'll help prevent injuring the fish and snagging its stomach. You also need a nice pair of pliers to be able to cut your line and get the hooks out of the fish's mouth and stuff. So make sure you have some pliers, and you want a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. I'll show you how to tie this on in just a moment. The fluorocarbon leader is invisible in the water. It's also more resistant to fraying and popping because we have a lot of debris in the water here. So your braid will rub against rocks and different things that are in the water. And the peacock bass have very sandpapery mouths. Their teeth are really small and fine, but when they brush up against the braid, as you catch a couple, it'll start to fray the line and you can lose a nice fish. All right, now it's time to show you guys how to tie my leader to the end of my fishing line. Now, when you're running a line through your eye guides, make sure you don't go around the eye guide. Make sure you get every eye guide because when you cast, it'll help cast smoothly without getting tangled up and snagged. To tie the fluorocarbon to the braid, I use a double uni knot. And let me show you how to tie it on. I like about 20 to 25 inches of leader. I'm trying to show you how to tie a double uni knot here, but I could tell the visibility is not too great, so we're gonna do it a little different. I decided to use some craft supplies that I stole from my wife's craft box to show you how to tie a double uni knot. So this will be my braided line and this will be my leader. So the first thing we do is we pull this along and we line them up like that. So I got some on each side. Now I take my leader and I create a loop right here and I have the braid on the top part right there. Now I wrap through the loop and I bring the leader through the loop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you should have something like this. And then we're gonna just pull the end of that line tight right there. And it starts to create a knot, but you don't have to tighten it all the way down because now we have to do the same thing on the other side for the braid. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for thinner braid, I usually go 5 to 6 times. This is really thick. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm only gonna go 4 times, but we do the same thing. I pull it tight like that. And then once I have a knot on each side, we pull each together and they will tighten down on each other just like that. Once you're done, you cut your tag ends. So you cut your tag ends like this, boom, right there. And now we actually have a double uni knot and that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. That's locked in nice and tight. So when the fish pulls drag, you're not gonna lose your fish. Let's tie on a hook. First you gotta put it through the eye guide and then you pull the line through and you start to wrap your line. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go 5 or 6. Sometimes it's better to do that, but I'm doing an improved clinch knot right now. So it should hold. Wrap it through the loop and then pull it through the main loop and then pull it tight. Next, you want to clip your tag ends off and that should do it. That's an improved clinch knot. A mistake that a lot of people make when they're peacock bass fishing is they set their drag too tight. You know, I don't want it too loose like that. That's that Monster Mike drag. But I do want the fish to be able to pull drag. And the reason being is if you lock the drag too tight, the peacock bass, when they jump, it puts a lot of pressure on the line. It could pop your line, or it can create slack in the line and he can spit the hook. So to avoid that, we let him run, we let him get a little bit tired. But now we want to catch a fish. So with the shiners, I like to put them from the bottom lip up through the top lip, just like that. And then find a place to cast and cast. Ooh. Come on. Oh. Woo. That's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. Let's see if I can flip him up. 3, 2, 1, got him out. That's a chunker, baby. Hold him up. Look at that fish right there. Does not look that big in my hands because I'm a big boy. But that is a beautiful, tickle his belly, make them fins come up. Look at that. Beautiful fish. Just let him go. See if we can find another one. This is the shiner that we're using. When I hook them, I like to go from the bottom lip through the top lip, just like that. That way when I'm reeling it in, it reels nice and smooth. All right, so now I want to free line it. And when I feel a bite, I want to let it run. 1, 2, close the bail. When it comes tight, set the hook. Just like that. Now, when you reel down, you want to reel faster than you drop the rod. If you whip the rod down, you're going to create too much slack in the line. Reel all the way down and flip them up. Nice little South Florida peacock bass. Beautiful fish. Look at that guy. Let's let him go. Let's see if we can get another one. I like the lightweight hooks because they swim naturally, and the peacocks do like to chase. Now it's just a matter of, is there a fish out there that wants to eat it? Part of peacock bass fishing is being patient because there's a lot of waterway here. I'm talking about there's miles and miles of waterway. So the fish, just because they're there one day, doesn't mean they're gonna be there the next. I constantly walk up and down all these canal banks, around lakes, sight fishing. So if I see a fish, I'll set up, I'll cast out to it. Hopefully he eats, you know, and if not, I keep it moving. You can sit in one spot if you want. Eventually, a school of fish or a few fish might come by, but I like to stay moving and covering ground to see where I can find. Got one. And this is where tragedy strikes. I just lost my $600 camera catching this fish because the wind blew over my tripod. But here you go, little peacock bass. Let him go. Well, as you saw, my camera fell in the water, so I've got it in a thing of rice here. Hopefully I can dry it out enough that I can use it, salvage it. The good thing is it's fresh water, it's not salt water, so it will not be corroded, but I still need it to work so I could film more videos for you guys. I hope that you were able to learn something from this, and if you want to continue to learn, make sure you hit subscribe and turn your notification bell on right now so you don't miss any upcoming episodes, because I will be doing videos on how to use swim baits and flukes and jerk baits and things of that nature to catch peacock bass. And it's not just peacock bass. I do largemouth bass fishing, I do snook fishing, tarpon fishing, bridge fishing down in the Keys. So I try to hit everything that I can down here in South Florida, and if I can help you guys figure something out along the way, or just keep you entertained with the videos that I make, I'm doing my job and it will make me very happy. So again, hit subscribe, turn your notification bell on right now if you're not already subscribed and part of the Fish Gang. But until next time, guys, keep your head up, keep moving forward in tight lines.